Hello, hello, peace and blessings, my good people. Welcome back to another yoga practice. My name is Ben. Hope you're having an amazing day. And even if you're having a not great day, hopefully this practice just brings you up a little bit because we are in this together. We are practicing together, growing together, and helping each other along our paths. So in today's practice, I have 2 blocks, but you don't need anything besides yourself and your practice space. Let's go ahead and get started in tabletop on all fours. And right away as you get into tabletop, begin going through some cat-cow movements. And you might go a little bit faster than you're used to. So go ahead and begin to stir your pot, if you will. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. It's like a little bit of a Bastrika breath or a bellows breath. So moving the energy around. Feel your knuckles pressing into the ground as you go, and feel your pelvis tilting forward and back, and let that inform the whole movement. So it starts in the pelvis and goes from there. We inhale, exhale, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Go as fast as you feel comfortable with. If that feels like a lot, then just slow it down a little bit, right? You're in the comfort of your own space. So anything you do is up to you. But go as fast as you feel comfortable with and just move the energy in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Keep going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an inhale. And then pull the belly up, round the spine on the exhale. Come back through center, tuck the toes, sit back to your heels. Try to even get the pinky toes underneath. Interlace the fingers in front of your chest, flip and push the palms away. And then inhale up to the sky, find a little bit of a back bend. And then exhale, push forward. Inhale, rise up. 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 Exhale, push forward. Release the hands down to the mat. Step back to a downward facing dog. As you get to your downward facing dog, feel yourself lengthening through your side bodies to lift the butt all the way up to the sky. And then sweep your right leg up to 3-legged downward facing dog. And step the right foot up to the top of the mat. Rotate your left heel down and go ahead and rise into a warrior 2. Strong bend into your right knee. Feel the pose moving open. So your right knee opens to the right. So don't let your knee kind of collapse in. And as this opens, this leg strengthens. So really ground into your left thigh all the way down to your left foot. And then add the arms in with the palms flipped to face open. Find strength here and breathe. And then make your challenge to focus your gaze on one object for the rest of our time here. And if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, that can certainly do the job as well. So take a few more breaths. Sit in your own strength. Bring the hands to your hips. Straighten your right leg. Slowly head to Trikonasana, triangle pose. Keep the hands at your hips for this first round. That'll kind of keep us accountable to find out where our natural hinge stops and stop there. So instead of really collapsing your upper body, imagine that your spine couldn't bend. So imagine your spine was a stick. So as soon as you reach your hinge point, that's where you stop, and the energy keeps moving out. So finding an authentic, strong Trikonasana triangle pose. From here, left hand to the ground, Vashisthasana, side plank. So left hand plants down, shoot your right leg back, and find a balance. So to me, this counts as a balancing pose, right? Because we're bringing everything onto this one little plane. And so we have to balance all the different forces at play. Bring the right hand down to the mat, downward facing dog. So bend the knees and then scoop the hips up to the sky. From your down dog, lift left leg to the sky for three-legged dog, and step all the way through, left foot finding the top of your mat. Rotate your right heel down to the ground, and then stand up into your warrior two. And again, build it from the start. So don't let the left knee collapse in, open it out. And then don't let the right leg go on autopilot. Keep it firm and active. Or open the arms out to the side, palms face open, because that'll help rotate the shoulders and the collarbones open. And the collarbones don't actually rotate, right? But it's like we're rotating open from the point of the collarbone. Find your breath, find your gaze, your drishti, and be in the experience. Bring the hands to your hips. Extend through your left leg. Move into triangle so the hips move back behind you. Find the hinge point. The heart leans forward. Keep the hands at your hips and find your natural hinge. Hopefully this is informative. You get to see where your natural kind of stopping point is and try to keep the thighs active. Keep pushing left foot and left toes down into the floor. And then the right hand will move down to the mat, plant the right hand down, and then step into your side plank, Vashisthasana. Push into the ground and find your balance just for a couple moments here. And then bring the left hand down as well. And then lift up to downward facing dog. From down dog, right leg sweeps up to the sky, three-legged dog. Step right foot through to your top of the mat. Rotate the left heel down. Rise up with strength to warrior two, palms facing open. Breathe. Triangle pose. Extend, reach forward, and open into triangle. This time, let your arms go where they want. So you can keep hands at the hips. I think that's actually what I'm going to keep exploring myself today. But if you want to open your arms, if you want to place your right hand on something, right, do what feels natural. Be a little bit curious. And then the left hand circles down to the ground. And we step back into side plank. Option to reach the right arm overhead so that the right arm is like a continuation of the right side body. And then slowly release down to the ground so you can lift back up to downward facing dog. Maybe you take a sigh out through the mouth.
Lift left leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. Step left foot through, finding the top of the mat. Rotate the right heel down and circle open into a warrior two with the palms facing open. Don't let your left knee creep back. Keep the strong bend into your left knee. Even when it's tempting, try not to cheat the pose. Try to really be in it. Of course, if you ever need a break, you always can take a break. But we want to find this energy of pushing ourselves a little bit, right? It's good. We don't want to be mean to ourselves or be critical of ourselves, but it's good to push ourselves and kind of find our limits a little bit. And then go to triangle. So lengthen into the Trikonasana. Eventually, right hand comes down to the ground. And we step back into side plank on the right hand. Option to sweep left arm overhead to create a little bit of a longer side plank. And then slowly release and lift the hips back for down dog. From here, sweep right leg to the sky, three-legged down dog, and then step right foot up all the way to the top of the mat. Rotate the left heel down and rise up into a standing warrior pose. Palms flip up. Give yourself a couple breaths. You know what's going on. You've been here a few times already this class, so settle in and find the familiarity. And then go to triangle pose. Notice the space that you have based on what we've done. Left hand to the ground, side plank, right foot steps back. Right arm sweeps overhead. Open the body. Lift your hips higher. And then close it off to downward facing dog. From down dog, left leg to the sky. And then sweep your left foot through to the top of the mat. You know where we're going, warrior two. Open the arms, open your chest. So there's a little bit of energy in the upper body of kind of squeezing the shoulder blades onto the back so that the front body, the collarbones, can open. And then go to Trikonasana, triangle pose. And then bring the right hand down for your side plank. Left arm can sweep overhead. Bump your hips up to the sky. Come back down and lift up to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, take an inhale. Take an exhale. Drop your knees down to the mat. Sit back. And then sit down on your butt. Turn sideways if you like, but you can face any direction. Open up the legs into a wide straddle. Flex the toes back. And begin to circle around a little bit. And try not to really use your arms. Use the awareness that we've created into our legs with all of those triangle poses.
just sway the weight around a little bit easier in our seat than when we're standing because there's nowhere to fall, right? We're supported by the floor so we can explore a little bit more risk-free, if you will. And then go ahead and bend your left knee, foot into the thigh, and then lean into a side body reach. So don't let your left shoulder roll in, roll the left shoulder open, and then find your side body reach. Let yourself feel something, just a couple more breaths. I'm always finding new cuts on my leg from my cats. Let me know if any of y'all have the same experience. Go ahead and switch legs. I'll just be like, oh, a new cut on my leg. I know who that was. And every time I clip my cat's nails, I feel like they grow back. In like 2 days, they're back to just being razor sharp. I'm like, wow, you're really a wild animal just living inside of my house, huh? What a funny life. So again, in the side body stretch, rotate open. So it's almost like a twist open, and then we reach. Couple more breaths. Start to lift up. Find a neutral seated position, whether it's Sukhasana, Siddhasana, maybe a Virasana on your seated on your shins, right? However you want to sit. And try to find your spine lifting up nice and tall. Close your eyes or lower your gaze. Take an inhale. Take a nice full exhale. I'm going to offer the chanting of Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti to end the practice. Shanti is just a Sanskrit word that means peace. And the word Om refers to the greater consciousness, the universal consciousness that exists in all things, the energy of the Brahman. So, if you'd like, you can join me or just listen and receive the blessing. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Peace, peace, and the highest peace to each of you. Thanks so much for joining this quick but powerful yoga session. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below in the comment section. I always read every single one. And if there's anything you want to see, shorter classes, longer classes, this style, that style, let me know and we will make it happen for you. Have an amazing rest of your day. Stay blessed out there. Stay peaceful. Stay happy. And I'll see you again very soon. All right, bye.